I want to make sure it goes on live. There we go. It takes a couple seconds for it to show up over here just to make sure, even though the stream starts a little bit early.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Gil. Kilo Echo 9 Foxtrot for the Jay County Amateur Radio Club Tuesday evening net. And I'm going to make it official. My guest tonight, and you can guess the same thing if you want to. So I'm guessing 27 tonight. 27 check-ins. We think we're going to get them. We don't know that, but last week we had 24, and Gil got it. And good evening, Marvin. 25 from Marvin. Okay. All right. Well, let's hope we get at least that many. So anyway, well, look at this birthday celebration today. This is my birthday. I mentioned
to the W9J.
I mentioned last week that the next net would be on my birthday, and it is. Let's see what we have here. And James, 23 for James tonight. Welcome aboard, James. Yeah. So we got. So this is my birthday celebration. This is the only thing I get. Actually, everybody wants to do it tomorrow. I said, well, what the heck? Because people work. Yeah, what the heck? Who knows? So 23 for James, 25 for Marvin, 27 for Gil. And Joy should be coming on board here pretty quick, because he's going to look. Where's all my paper? Yeah, I'll just look at the screen. I'll figure it out. I don't have any idea what I'm doing. 6:55 p.m. right now. Got 4 people aboard. Welcome, everybody. Again, this is Gil, Kilo Echo 9 Foxtrot, and I'm in Decatur, Indiana. This net comes to you live from here, but the repeaters are in Pennville, Portland, and Fort Recovery. And that's the ones that are linked. I should get myself a drink of water because I think I'm going to need it. If that's all I'm going to do is talk. All right. Oh, we got 5 people on board right now. Whew. Yeah, there we go. Got to have that. No coffee tonight. I got to go to bed early. Carl's coming over tomorrow morning. Carl for the Jay County Club, and he's going to be doing a little house repair. He's pretty good at it. He'll probably be checking in tonight. And what else do we have here? Jim, Farmland. Good evening, Jim. And Joy is going to guess for 30. And Jim has got 23. So Jim and James are going to have the same number. That's fine. Works for me. Might be a good one. Hoping we get closer to 30. Water. Gotta have some of that, occasionally. Can't just keep drinking the good stuff, like coffee. Anyway, yeah, for those who didn't know, the birthday thing is, that's what I'm doing here. So I'm old now. I mean, I was old before, but I'm even older now. All right. So looks like we've got about another 3 minutes. You know what I was going to do? Here, I was going to put this on. There. See, I got a hat for everything. The only problem is it cuts it off, because I don't have it zoomed out quite enough. Happy birthday to Gil for real this time, okay? Oh, thank you, Joy. Thank you, Jim. It's been an interesting day. That's all I can say. Nothing bad. Nothing bad. At least not too bad. Thank you, James. Yeah, but and let's see. Then we have Wayne. Wayne's guessing 25. He's going to match Marvin tonight. Got to go through all the messages that have come in. At least we don't have, like there's some, some live streams that have like 1 billion people on them, and like Scotty Kilmer, he can't possibly keep up with it. And we only have a few, but I can't keep up with it either because I'm old. There, what do you think of my hat? What do you think of that? Isn't that cool? All I need now is a big red nose. Just a few drinks ought to take care of that. So we got about less than a minute to go for to start. Let me get my notes put up here. It's actually more like a script I loosely follow. Yeah.
The
There it
time
comes.
is 7 p.m. W.
Thank you, Wayne.
9J,
Thank you, Debbie.
2N. Repeater.
Debbie, did we get a guest for you today?
7.4.
QST, this is the Jay County Amateur Radio Club, 2 meter 440 net with extra link.
We're going to keep it on
This
210.
is an open but directed net, and all amateurs are welcome
For a
to
few.
check in with or without traffic. Our primary purpose of this net is to bring goodwill among amateurs and opportunity to share information and test our equipment. Your net control this evening is Whiskey 9 Juliet Kilo Lima W9JKL, and the name is Jeff. Juliet Echo Foxtrot Foxtrot. We'll pause at this time for any emergency or priority traffic.
Priority? I don't know. No priorities over here. Unless you want to see another radio.
Okay, hearing none, we'll continue on here. Our extra link node is 127019, 127019. And follow our net this evening, Dave, KB8SCR. But you'll have a P25 net on the 444.6875.
Pretty cool, aren't they, Joey?
Repeater report recovery with a net code of 2 Alpha 3. And 444.8125 here in Portland with a net code of 2 Alpha 3. And 441.5125 in Lynn with a net code of 293. Alrighty. Once again, I'd like to welcome everybody to the Jay County Amateur Radio Club, 2 meter 440 net with extra length. And we'll start out with those that has information needs to come before the net. Call W9JKL. IRQ.
KE9F? Of course Gil has stuff.
IRQ.
Is that a new radio? You mean the balloon
We
that
got
we
you there,
had?
PT. You
No.
made the trip.
Not a new radio. It's not a new
But
radio.
before I get to you there, I want to
Just-
say, you are very noisy there. You might try something different there, different repeater or something.
I gotta go
But I want to
back.
let you know that, Gil, but we'll get to you in a minute. We'll go
Okay.
ahead and get W9RTOPG.
I know why. I gotta get... Come on, where you at? Oh, fine. We'll fix that. Okay. Keep the power up.
Cornbread or beef and noodles for tasting there, so we'll just give me a head up tomorrow through Saturday.
I got 6, but I didn't get all 13.
RPG? Yep. I think you was talking about ham and beans and cornbread, yep. Hey, I love them things. They don't like me, but I like them. Yeah, I seen those vintage bikes running around a little bit there. They're already getting warmed up. W9RTO, W9JKL, KE9F, Mr. Gill.
KE9F, let's see how that's doing now. Can you hear me?
Yes, that's much better than what you was doing there when you first came in. Go ahead there.
I always turn the power down for the Adams County net. and I didn't turn it back up. Anyway, good evening, Jeff. Thanks for taking that as usual. Well, it's July 8th, and not only is it my birthday, now I'm old, but we're getting closer to the East Central Indiana Hamfest, which takes place on Saturday the 26th. We're going to try a few new things this year, so if you want to see how some things change and some things stay the same, you'll just have to come on over and find out. All we need now is an 8 or 9 foot TV screen to put it all together and have at least 300 people show up to show it off to. 9 foot TV is probably not going to be happening, but it would be awesome. But yeah, maybe we'll get our 300 people showing up at the Hamfest in 2025. Also, not tomorrow, but next Wednesday, we'll try again for a monthly meeting at the fairgrounds. I'm thinking there's a lot of stuff to catch up on, so look for that. Anyway, 24 check-ins to the net last week. Not nearly a record, but not the worst I've ever heard. Gil, that's me, won last week. Got to get to the club's website, w9gca.com. That's w9gca.com to see the link and access the link anyway to get our live stream. You can also do a search for W9GCA Live on YouTube, or if you're watching from a smart TV. 73, everyone. I think that's all we got for tonight. So back to you, Mr. Jeff, KE9F. Okay.
Alrighty, Gil, thank you very much. And I appreciate it there, KE9F, W9JKL. And I've got one bit of sad information there to pass on.
Oh.
But my understanding is, my wife's seen it on Facebook here. Somebody shared it there. Greg's son there posted it up. KA9VIS Greg has become a silent key.
Oh.
Hopefully I got that correct. I'm not jumping the gun on that, but KA9VIS Greg is now a silent key. And he's been a pretty good friend of mine here. I've liked that guy from the very beginning. So I'd like to pass on my condolence to his family there. That's all I have there on that.
It
And,
is sad, yeah.
So he'll be dearly missed, that's for sure. Alrighty, we got KK2BUD on Facebook here. Good evening there, Mr. Thomas.
Mr. Thomas. Let's see here.
Good evening, Jeff, and everybody listening on the repeaters out there. Nothing much today, went to work, a normal Tuesday. At least it was cooler today, not like, in the 90s. And the humidity was very low, which is nice. I hope it stays like this for a little longer, and then whatever I like. But overall, it's a nice day. Looking forward to the Hamfest in Portland.
It'll be fun.
About it. So that's the plan, and I'll leave it there. KK2BUD, back to you, Jeff, and thank you.
Give you a little more volume here.
You're welcome, Mayor Thomas. I appreciate you checking in there. Always good to hear from you there. KK2BUD, W9JKL. And we got WD9HPQ, Mr. Wayne in Fort Wayne. Good evening, Wayne.
Mr. Wayne.
Hey, good evening, Jeff. Everybody on the net there. So thank you for running the net. You always do a good job. Good. And also, all the hookups there so we can talk with you there. It's been kind of a nice day today. Hasn't been too bad. Had an error on, of course, in the room, but not too bad. So let's say 7-3. Just up with check in there. WD9HPQ. Want to go have it all together.
Try a different yet. Not sure which way this goes.
Real good there, Wayne. It's always good to hear from you there, too.
Yeah.
Take care, and you have a good evening there in 73. WD9HPQ, W9JKL. That wraps it up there for Echolink. So, in case someone, I'll keep an eye on it, see if someone else logs on. Anyway, let's go to short time check-ins called W9JKL.
Great to hear you again, too. Nice there, Jeff. You take good care of yourself. This is N9KBD checking in with no traffic. 73's to you.
Yeah, it's my sun hat. Camouflage sun hat.
Casey Long, FXU. John down here in Chinwhiskers, short town, no traffic. Heart is very heavy with the passing of Greg. Back to you, Jeff.
November 1, Papa Juliet, Jim and Farmland. Short time, no traffic.
KD9YOK, Stephen in the big town of Penville. Short time, no traffic.
Oh, a little bit too loud, a little bit too loud.
Let me break.
W9JKL link connected. KD9WXP.
I had to pause there to Echolink come up there. All right, let me get what I got here so far. N9KBD, Rick here. From Burn there. Good evening, Rick, and hey, good to hear from you. 73's to you there. KC9FXU, John, Winchester. Appreciate your check-in as well. And 73's to you there, John. And N1PJ, Jim, Farmland. Good to hear from you, Jim. And we got KD9YOK, Steve, Benville. And it's good to hear from you there too, Steve. Alrighty, I think that wraps it up there. And I don't think I've seen that call up there for. Well, I know who that is. That's Jim up there. KD9WXP, good evening.
Good evening, Joe and Jeff. Just wanted to say hey and tell everybody 73 happy birthday there, Jim. And maybe I'll get to finally meet you guys at the East Central Indiana Handfest there coming up. So we'll say 73. This is KD9WXP.
Yay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Alrighty there, Jim. My thumb's slipped off the key button. What's going on there? KD9WXP, W9JKL, 73's Jim. Good to hear from you. And we got KD9UJV, Jared. Good evening, Jared.
Jared.
Hey, Jeff and the rest of the KD9UJV. We're just heading back from Muncie. It's a little warm, but not too bad. That humidity dropped, and that has helped out tremendously. So I'll talk to everybody later. KD9UJV.
89 degrees in Decatur right now, 44% humidity.
Fine business there, Mr. Jared. Always good to hear from you there. Jared from Winchester, KD9UJV, W9JKL. Alrighty, let's go back to short time check-ins there. Thought I'd go ahead and take care of the Echolink here real quick. I seen a couple jumped in there, so. Short time check-ins. Anyone else want to check in short time call W9JKL?
KB9PPK, no traffic. No traffic.
Oh my gosh.
KB9QVO portable, no traffic, 73. Cold water. Short time, no traffic. Thanks for running the net, Jeff.
KB9YGT, short time, no traffic.
There's Shane. Look at that. Shane's not on. He's not on here. At least he's not. Maybe he is.
Yeah,
Maybe
no,
he's-
Chip Penville, short time, no traffic.
Anyway, I got 6 states. That's more than I've ever gotten because it's the first time I've ever worked 13 colonies.
Let me break off real quick. I had a crash at the beginning there, so let's go ahead and get what I got so far.
Took me about 15 minutes.
So far, I got KB9PPK Byron. Byron, I ain't heard from you for a while, buddy. Good to hear from you. Thank you for checking in. 73's to you there. And KB9QVO, Mr. Francis there here in Portland. So good to hear from you there. And we also got KD8AZO Dave Coldwater. Good to hear from you, Dave. And KD9YGT Shane, Portland. Thank you, Shane. Good to hear from you there. And Mr. KB90PL Chip in Penville. We appreciate you
13
checking there, Chip. Good to hear from you too, fella.
Pretty good, Debbie.
Alrighty. If I didn't call for you, it must have been part of the crash here. So let's try it again. Short time check-ins. Anyone want to check in? Call W9JKL.
Yeah, I'm proud I got 6
KD9
states.
WTH Gary, no traffic, Bluffton.
Yeah, I've probably got 6 states first 6 I've ever gotten, and I stopped.
K9AAZ Larry, a newbie from Portland with no traffic.
I'll catch it next time, though. I'll get them all. Hey, but I did get an FT8 check-in, or not
Let
check-in.
me go ahead and get what I got here. I got
13 colony.
KD9WTH Gary in Boston. Good to hear from you, Gary. And Larry, long time no hear. I thought maybe you flew the coop or left the country. KA9AA, K9AAZ Larry.
K9.
I see, been a while. Thank you, Larry.
Arizona-
for checking in.
an Arizona
73
dog.
G's There. Good to hear from you, old buddy. And we got KA1FCF Frank there on Exolink. Here was, you have anything there, Mr. Frank? Good to hear from you from Florida.
I like this hat better. He's not working well.
I think Frank tried to check in there. I'll give you one more chance there. KA1FCF, we got you down, Frank. In case you can't make it, we see you on there. You want to try it again?
Yeah, I spent about 10 minutes one day and 5 minutes another day. That's what I got.
He must have dropped off there. We got him down, though. Let's go ahead and have a short time check-ins again there. Anybody else want to check in short time before we...
9GKF, Portland, no traffic. Good evening, folks.
I'll bring that back again. I was keyed up with you.
9GKF, Portland. Good evening, folks. Thank you for the net.
That's pretty bad.
Got you, Dave. Thank you for checking in. The 73s to you there, buddy. It's always good to hear from you. W9GKF, W9JKL. Anyone else want to check in?
Another Dave? I think that's 4. We have 4 Daves in the club. We're in the group.
Any other check-ins before I go to the list here? Any other short time, I mean?
Yeah.
We'll run off a few down here on the list here, and we'll come back for any additional check-ins as well. Let's start out with Mr. Dave in Port Recovery, KB8SCR.
Don't forget to put a like on there if you could.
9GKL in the group. No traffic other than we won't do the P25 net as soon as this net's over on the frequencies you listed. So if anybody would like to join us, we'd be glad to have you. So keep it up. Good work there, Jeff. So we'll talk to you later. W9JKL, KB8SCR.
Thank you very much, there, Dave. Good to hear from you, and we'll be looking forward to checking in on the P25 net
25.
there and give you a few words of probably no wisdom. KB8SCR, W9JKL. KC9LQY, Jim.
Yeah, evening there, Jeff and the rest of the group. Good quiet day. They're, really, sorry about, Greg. Can be pretty good friends, and, anyways, had a couple of tests done there at the hospital today. Find out, I guess, we'll be finding out about how they come out. Anyways, that's about all here. Got
Well, everybody have a great week out there, and we'll say 7-3 there. And, turn back and get control.
Alrighty, Jim. Well, you take care, and you have a good evening there. And we'll probably see you tomorrow there. KC9QY W9JKL. Let's go down to Muncie Land, KB9MPU Richard.
Mr. Richard.
W9JKL in the net, KB9NPU. Good evening, Jeff.
Don't forget your breakfast.
Good evening to the group out there tonight. Certainly was sorry to hear about Greg Vance. He was one of the good guys. Kind of hate to lose him, but
Don't know if I'd ever met him.
he'd been in the hospital for the last couple or 3 weeks, and I kind of had my doubts all along, but we kept hoping. Oh well, we'll all get our turns sooner or later. Just,
That's
some
very
don't,
true.
and then later. But he was one of the good guys. Anyhow, I don't have too much this evening. It's been a quiet day around here, and probably will be again tomorrow. Although it sounds like we could get some rain the rest of the week. So we'll see how it all plays out. But we need the rain, and we've had several days in a row now with dry weather, and the lawns and gardens are needing some water.
Yeah, the lawn here needs it.
That's all I got here, Jeff. We'll just say something for you and everybody else out there tonight, and hope you have a good net. W9JKL, KB9NPU.
Alright here, Richard. Yeah, well, my wife there, she brought it to my attention there because she knows, heard me talk about Greg there, and she said, asked me if that was him on there. She said somebody put on Facebook, and that was his boy there, but standing there, a picture of his boy standing beside him there. And I said, that sure looked like Greg to me, and had his full name and stuff up there, and I said, and so I gave Chad a call and asked him if he heard anything about it, and so Chad said he didn't hear anything, but he'll probably be on here in a minute. But anyways,
It's too bad.
yeah, we when we got through talking, and so like I said, it was posted on Facebook, so it probably hadn't got out. It probably just posted it today there, so they probably hadn't passed the word out there. So anyway, when I saw that, I thought, well, that's pretty bad news. It's been a bearer of bad news all this week here, this weekend, and everything. We've got a funeral we have to go to too,
Oh,
and my nephew's daughter there, she's 16 and a half, was got into they had a serious, really bad car accident, and she was killed on impact instantly.
dang.
And he's pretty upset, and I don't blame him. So, yeah, it's just when it rains, it pours. Let me tell you, it seems like every year. All righty there, Richard. Take care. 73s and KB9MPU, W9JKL, and we got WE9T Dave. I believe. Are you in there, Mr. Dave?
Yep, that's me. Yeah, I was.
That's
before
Dave
Greg
number
got sick, I
3.
was getting some parts to go there. And
No,
work
four,
on the
four.
one power supplies. But, yeah, I met Greg back. I think he was 17 and I was 21. He had a Pacer 2 with a Super Magnum N ground plane. And we met over the CB radio.
CB.
Anyhow, time to time we run into each other, and I don't know, we got along pretty well. He's always been a pretty straight up guy. And, well, it was good to have him around. Could have stayed longer, though. Well, that, I just want to thank you for running the net tonight, Jeff, and wish everybody a 73 WE19.
Yeah, one of my first antennas was a Mighty Mag 3 from Antenna Specialists. Before that, it was a quarter wave
Alrighty there, Dave.
ground
Yep,
plane
yep.
from Radio Shack.
Well, and, yeah, you've known them for a long time. I've just known him, I don't know how long, but a few years since been met him on the amateur world. Anyways, but I do know he was one nice feller, one heck of a guy. I always enjoyed talking to him whenever I run into him there. Dave, you take care. 73 WE9T W9JKL. KC90YW Chad, Harper City.
Mr. Chad, probably be there. Let's see.
Good evening, Jeff.
There he is.
Yeah. This is KC90YW. Yep, we're just sitting here listening to that. Jeff, sounds like you got a pretty good one going on there. So, yep, what you said was confirmed. Yep, it's definitely a sad day. Hey, you got a lot, Jeff. We're just sitting here listening to that. Sounds like you got a good one. I got it on my DMR. One of these days, I'm going to have to get on P25. I don't know, for some reason, I cannot get it. Or hit it. That's just crazy. Well, I take that radio over your way, man, that thing talks around the world. That's the way it goes. But I just can't get out of my hole.
We'll be fixing
that's
that.
the way things work sometimes. It's like, getting on the radio Montpelier, you can't get out of that hole. So
This is going to fix it, I hope.
you and Dave, big shout out. Thank you for connecting us on Blackbird.net tomorrow night. Appreciate that.
I will
Thanks to
donate
everybody
this
that
to the
way for checking
cause.
in there. So we'll say 73s for now and talk to everybody later. This is KC90YW. Back to next troll.
Right here, Chad. Well, I'm glad you got that confirmed for me there because, I mean, I was pretty sure of it. I mean, from what, because I recognized Greg's picture on there. I didn't know his boy, but then when I did recognize his photo on there when she showed it to me. And his name, full name here, so I recognized all that. So I kind of took it that, yep, it's to be true. So it's too bad. I would rather for it been false. But, yeah, I guess like, some say, we've got our number. It's just a matter of time of when it comes up. So.
Yeah.
KC90YW, W9JKL, you have a good evening there, Chad, and 73's to you there. Appreciate you check-in. And let's see, how about KF9NL, Mr. Marvin and Gaston?
So Chad has a cancer too. No wonder he's a great guy.
JKL, KF9NL. Well, my condolences to Greg's family there. Always sorry to take and lose a ham. And yes, that's very true. We only have so much time, and that's the way it is. And speaking of time, I did work on the 13 colonies, and I spent a lot of time working on it. And they had massive pile-ups.
Oh, yeah, they had that.
It was quite exasperating. I think maybe next year I may pass on that. That's getting to be a pretty crowded club right there. And anyway. Then we went on to the Spartan Sprint, which I only made one contact on the Spartan Sprint. Of course, the 13 colonies is still going on, and so everything was still really crowded on that too. And I'm looking forward to the Ham Fest. That is for sure. And trying to taking a little inventory here, see what I might need there at the Ham Fest. And we did put up a temporary half-wave infed to participate with Sprint, but so busy we really didn't get a very good test. But I spent those 2 hours on the Sprint I compared the Zygo X6100 to the FT891 with the filters and this and that, one thing and another. And I don't know. I kind of like the way that the little Zygo sounds a little bit better, but
it's still kind of it's not as good. It's not a real stable radio though.
It's a Chinese one,
It's fun to work
man.
though. I got to
Oh.
admit, and it's
Sorry,
and if
it's
you got a big
Chinese.
pocket, you just put it in your pocket too. So anyway, that's fine. And we'll just continue on here and get go on to the next special event thing, whatever that might be. I don't know. I'm looking forward to a little bit of rest since the 13 colonies, and I'm getting really tired of grass mowing too. That's getting to be really old, and especially grass mowing in heat. That's that's really cheap. Anyway, I'll send it back here to you, Jeff. W9JKL, KF9L, 73, ladies and gentlemen.
All right there, Mr. Marvin.
Thank you, Marvin.
Yep. Well, sounds like you're busy, but that's for sure. Well, yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to the Ham Fest there too. I'm not so much looking for anything. I just enjoy visiting,
And it's free.
running into some old friends and stuff, and just chewing the old fat there, see what kind of stories we can tell each other or something. But I just enjoy seeing all the other hams and visiting there, meeting some faces behind the calls and stuff. Anyways, 73 is Marvin. Thank you for checking in. And you have a good evening. KF9NL, W9JKL. And how about WB8ZRQ Red in Salina?
I once caught a fish this big. Of course, you know, I can't spread my arms out like that. I do that.
89 RIT, Carrie, and Keystone.
Fish stories.
Well, I think I'll stop. Then I'll go back up and call a couple here. KC9ZKZ, Carl, Portland.
He's supposed to be over here tomorrow morning. Fix my siding and a gutter. I hope. Well, he says
89 KPF, Tony, Portland.
yeah, he's pretty good. When he says he's coming, he usually does. Well, something's happening.
Yeah, nice key up, but no, no voice. Was somebody checking in? Not, must have been an accident there, so. Alrighty, let's go back and see if we got any additional check-ins. Anyone out there like to check in, call W9JKL.
WD9DCN, Ricky.
Mr.
I
Dick.
guess Greg Bounce is in a better place now. Don't have anything here, Jeff. You have a good day.
I would say happy birthday to Chad too, but
Alright, Dick.
he isn't
Thank
down
you
right
for
now.
checking in. Yes, he's in a better place than we are right now. Pretty sure of that. He'll be missed. I'll miss hearing his voice there on the wet net, and every now and then he checks in on this net too in Harper City net. Not going to be hearing him on the nets, and that's sad. Dick, you have a good evening at 73. WD9DC and W9JKL. Anyone else want to check in?
He may be number 27. That's my number. But he might be number 25.
W9JKL, this is KF8DQH, Joe in Coldwater.
Alrighty, we got KF8, DQH, Joe in Coldwater. Hey, Joe, good evening, and thank you for checking in there with us there. Do you have anything to add there tonight, or is this a short time?
Just short time checking in for your numbers, and hopefully everybody's doing all right. Try to stay cool out there, and 73's everybody. KF8DQH, thank you.
89 degrees still in
Oh, you're
Decatur.
welcome, Joe. You're always welcome here on the net there. Well, good to hear you. It's always good to hear your voice, and everyone else is in there as well. So, yep. You take care and you stay cool and have a good evening. KF8DQH W9JKL. We give out another call for anybody who wants to check in before we close her up. Call W9JKL.
See what we got. And the big winner is...
Alrighty, got, ooh, hey, we jumped up 4 more from last week. Looks like we got 28 check-in.
28.
Wonder who won that round.
28.
Alright, I want
Anybody
to
guess
take that
28?
time to say thank each and every one for checking in there this evening. Don't forget about Flapper County tomorrow evening. We'll have, be hooked up to them. Hopefully we can, well, we should be able to. We should be
I'm not
back
seeing
to do that. Yeah, we'll be well, we're going to viewing service there tomorrow. So, and my sister's coming down from Oklahoma there. We got to pick her up at the airport. So, one thing, so hopefully we'll make it in there, Chad, if you're listening, to get you hooked up there. So, 73s, everybody. We got 28 check-ins. Thank you for taking time out to check in with us there. And you guys with P25, don't forget about the P25 net. Dave will be running that here shortly. So this is W9JKL. Turn the repeaters back to normal amateur use.
Don't see a winner tonight. KU9F, well, it looks like nobody won. I didn't see anybody, so I want to let you know, KU9F.
We copied that, Gil. Actually, it surprised me. You know what I was going to guess at? About 25. Then it kept going up, and then I got thinking, wait a minute, we went past 25 a long time ago here. So I'm glad I didn't guess. 73 there, Gil. Have a good one. W9JKL.
Well, I guessed 27, and I think Joy guessed 30. So we were up there, but no 28s. And we got everything else in between. I think 24. I don't know. We got a bunch of them, but yeah, we didn't guess 28. So, all right. You have a good one. And again, thanks for running the net, Jeff. We'll catch you later. KE9F. Okay. Okay. Phone call I have to take. All right, so, yeah. Appreciate everybody being there. I'll go ahead and kill the radio.
We're getting a key up there with no audio there. We got somebody trying to check in there or something or watch there. W9JKL.
Good to be 29. Let's find out. Somebody was trying. Nope. I'll just put it down. We'll have to stick to 28 tonight. Okay. So I can call my friend back from, he lives in Oklahoma. Or is it, no, it's Kansas. Yeah, so he usually calls and wishes me a happy birthday every year. So, all right, I'll say 73 to everyone. Appreciate you all being there, and we will catch you here next week, providing everything works out. We don't have bad weather or something. So hopefully it's good. So, yeah, as we say, catch you here next week. Same cat time, same cat channel to boldly go where We all have gone before so many times. All right. And Debbie didn't check in. I'm kind of surprised. All right, guys, take care. All right, bye-bye.